during the deliberations. We'll begin our meeting with introduction. You will introduce yourself, Council Secretary, and equally call upon your team members to introduce themselves. I now wish to call upon you, CS.
Thank you, Chair.
You can switch on your mic.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Mwense Jonas. I'm the acting Council Secretary for Chenge Town Council.
Are you acting in view of promotion, or the substantive town clerk is out of office?
No, Chair. I'm acting on convenience.
Where is the substantive council secretary?
The substantive Council Secretary is here.
He's sick.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead with the rest of the introductions.
Yes.
What is your substantive position?
I'm Director Human Resource and Administration.
All right.
I was at Mwense Municipal Council.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, member of the committee. My name is Bernard Siame, Chief Accountant, Chenge Town Council.
My name is Benemilibo, Internal Auditor, Chenge Town Council.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. Good morning, permanent witnesses. My name is Lawrence Katea, Director of Finance, Chenge Town Council.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Bernard Mashapi, Acting Director of Engineering Services.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Cletus Mlenga, Assistant Director Engineering, Chenge Town Council.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members of the committee. My name is Moses Nyansa, the Town Planner, Chenge Town Council.
Thank you so much. We'll proceed with introductions. The Office of the Auditor General.
Thank you so much, Chair. My name is Daka Godfrey, Director, Office of the Auditor General, Wapla Province. CS, good morning and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. CS and your team, good morning and welcome. I am Pythias Simukonda from the Office of the Auditor General, Wapra Province. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Simon Munyama. I'm the Parliamentary Liaison Officer, Office of the Auditor General.
Good morning. My name is Luinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General.
Thank you so much. The Ministry of Finance.
Good morning, Chair and honorable members of the committee. Good morning, Chenge Town Council. My name is Oscar Nyarenda from the Office of the Accountant General.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Veon Mshota. I'm representing the Office of the Control of Internal Audit. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ministry of Local Government.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good morning to you and the honorable members of your committee. Chenge Town Council, you are welcome. I'm Kazinga Kennedy from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development.
Thank you. Local Government Service Commission.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members of the House. Good morning, Chenge Town Council. My name is Fabian Mukea. I'm from the Local Government Service Commission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Office of the Clerk or Secretariat.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tokozili Chaponda from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Masiliso Muyangwa from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, Chiengi. My name is Micho Fwanyanga, under the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Chair, thank you. My name is Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you so much, the honorable members of Parliament. Following us online, the honorable member for Mitete. honorable member for Mangango had indicated that he's in the waiting room IT. Have we admitted him? The honorable MP for Kaumbwe.
Thank you, Chair. Chiengi, welcome to your Committee on Local Government Accounts. I am Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwense, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Betagwe District of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
The honorable MP for Wasakile constituency, Usakile.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chiengi Town Council, good morning and welcome to the Committee on Local Government Accounts. Kalobo Pavyuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakile constituency, Kitwe in the Copper Belt.
Thank you so much. Christopher Shakafuswa is my name. I represent the good people of Mandev constituency of Lusaka district, and you are in Mandev constituency, so you are welcome to Mandev constituency. I am the vice chairperson of the committee. I wish to call upon you, Council Secretary, to present your report. I see that we have 2 reports. Is the other one just for appendices, or you want to read both reports?
Chair will read both documents.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. With your indulgence and the permission, if you can allow me on behalf of Chieng Town Council Management, and indeed on my own behalf, to make some substitutions to already submitted documents.
You can go ahead and present your amendments.
The substitutions are as follows. Substitution of engineers' reports on appendices 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is regarding the
Come again, you are substituting engineer's report on appendix
4,
5,
6
and
7.
7.
This is in relation to the black and white pictures that we had put in this document.
Okay.
So in this case, we want to put in the colored pictures.
Is that all?
The second one, we miscast the one document under appendix 5, which is just at the last of the appendix mentioned. That document should go to appendix 6.
Come again with that amendment.
There is a document which was misattached, so to speak, Chair.
Yes.
Under appendix 5.
The last one, grant of Treasury Authority.
Yes, Chair. That one should go under appendix 6.
Appendix 6.
Yes.
Okay.
I submit, Chair.
Please proceed.
I go to page 1.
Proceed to present your report, Acting CS. You, for guidance, you will read the query. For example, on page 1, budget, income and expenditure. Then you proceed to read the management response.
Thank you, Chair, for that guidance. Chiengi Town Council, submission of the memorandum to the Parliamentary Committee on accounts of local authorities for the audit of the accounts for Chiengi Town Council, as cited in the report of the Auditor General for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. This is on paragraph 51. Audit findings A, budget, income and expenditure. We go to page 2, management response. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of query and the action taken are as shown in the table below. Query number 1, local taxes, source of funds, local taxes. There was a variance in the positive amounting to 8,790 kwacha. Cause of query, the performance beyond the budget on this vote was attributed by increased number of government workers in the district and contractors who were bidding for community projects and paid personal levies for their workers. Action taken, management has therefore continued to encourage the businesses in the district to register their businesses and pay personal levies for their workers, as this measure will enable the council to achieve desirable budget performance results. Number 2, fees and charges. There was a variance in a negative amounting to 973,748 kwacha. Cause of query, the attributing factor to the poor performance was the low uptake of plots. Action taken, management has undertaken massive advertisements on community radio and public announcements. Number 3, licenses. This was also in a negative in the variance of 181 kwacha. Cause of query, the failure to achieve 100% collection efficiency was attributed to non-collection of dog licenses budgeted in 2023. Action taken, management has taken sensitizations to the members of the public on the importance of vaccination of dogs as prescribed by law, and management is also working together with the devolved Department of Veterinary Services in order to collect dog licenses from the dog owners. Number 4, levies. On this one, the council was above target in the sum of 160,477 kwacha. Cause of query, the budget overperformance in this vote was as a result of businesses that registered with the council in order to access CDF projects. Action taken, management has continued to encourage and to sensitizing business owners to comply with the requirements of the law. Number 5, permits. This was also a variance in a positive way, totaling to 20,054 kwacha. Because of the query, the budget overperformance in this vote was as a result of businesses that registered with the council in order to bid and access CDF projects in the district and paid health permits. Action taken, management has continued to encourage business owners to be compliant with the law. Number 6, other receipts. This was a variance in a negative amounting to 422,640 kwacha. Cause of the query, the budget underperformance on this vote was as a result of projecting receipts from the commercial venture as opposed to projected profits. Action taken, management has therefore begun to recognize the reported profits from the commercial venture in the year 2025 as enshrined in the chart of accounts of the Accounting and Procedures manual. Number 7, Local Government Equalization Fund. There is a variance in a negative amounting to 525,500 kwacha. Because of the query, the variance is as a result of deductions made at source to recover debts that the council owes other institutions. Action taken: management will continue to abide by the government's policies and directives as they are issued from time to time. Number 8, other grants. This was a variance in a positive amounting to 107,709 kwacha. Cause of the query: this was grant in lieu of rates, which was not budgeted for under 2023, and covers government structures on property rates in the district. Action taken: management will lobby for this kind of financial support from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Chair, I go to remedial measure. Management will endeavor to be having quarterly budget performance meetings to track performance. And this is referred to Appendix 1. Unspent funds. In addition, operational funds amounting to 1,116,385 kwacha were brought forward from the previous year, bringing the total funds available to 13,232,117 kwacha.
Kindly read the management response.
Management response, Chair, will guide the thank you. Cause of query: management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the unspent funds relate to amounts held on the operational bank accounts as shown in the table below. That is on page 5.
Action taken.
Action taken, Chair. Management wishes to report that the unspent funds were utilized in 2024. Remedial measure: management will adhere to timely utilization of public funds, as referred to Appendix 2.
So you can skip the next query, which is relates to the one you're just from answering. You can go to page 9 and respond to query number 2 on deliverable targets and outputs not achieved.
Thank you, Chair, for that guidance. Deliverable targets stroke outputs are not achieved. A comparison of budgeted...
Go to the management response. You read the query, then straight away go to the management response.
Thank you, Chair, for that guidance. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of query and the action taken as shown in the table below. Number 1 query. The program was about housing and community amenities. Sub-program public housing activity was the construction of office building. At the time of audit, this office building had not been constructed, having a variance of 1. In terms of achievement, 0%. Cause of query: the initial source of funding was a grant expected from World Bank. However, at a later stage, it was clarified that such projects could not be financed by funds from World Bank. Action taken. Management has commenced the maintenance of the storerooms in 2 offices in 2025 using internal, human and financial resources. Number 2, under the program of integrated development planning,
You can go to the cause of the query.
Cause of the query, inadequate funds to procure the remaining 3 out of 8 computers as budgeted for. Action taken. Management is committed to ensuring that the remaining computers are procured in 2025. Number 3, cause of query, lack of piece of land to be designated as a cemetery. Action taken. The council has been allocated with land designated for the burial site by His Royal Highness Senior Chief Porter. Number 4, cause of query, inadequate funds to facilitate the sports activity. Action taken. Management has procured sports items in order to actualize this activity. Number 5, inadequate funds to complete the procurement of requisites. Action taken. Management has started mobilizing resources for the procurement of the remaining requisites for the council police. Chair, remedial measures. Management will endeavor to mobilize adequate resources in order to meet the estimated budget targets as referred to Appendix 4. Number C, management of assets, failure to maintain the council lodge. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that this was due to inadequate funds. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that the building maintenance has been done. Remedial measures. Management to ensure absolute adherence to the maintenance policy. And this is referred to Appendix 5. D, management of local government equalization fund, 20% for capital projects. Management response, cause of query. Chair, management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the funds were utilized to procure a utility vehicle as there was only one CDF vehicle at the station. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that it has successfully lobbied for funds amounting to 300,000 from CDFC through the WDC for the completion of the ablution block at Shenge Boma Market as it's part of the community project. Remedial measures. Management will endeavor to complete projects within the stipulated contract period. This is also referred to Appendix 6, Chair. Chair, the next query, construction of a conference facility at Shenge Ota View Lodge. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Auditor General and wishes to report to the committee that the conference facility was a phased project under 20% equalization, under 20% capital from the local government equalization fund. Chair, however, the flow of these funds could not continue as the 20% capital component was abolished as per 2024 core budget circular. Action taken. Management has successfully lobbied for funds amounting to 700,000 from CDFC through the WDC in order to complete the conference facility at Shenge Water Lodge, Shenge Water View Lodge, as it is part of council infrastructure for the holding of district meetings. Remedial measures. Chair, management will endeavor to undertake projects whose funding is very certain so that the projects do not stall, as referred to Appendix 7. Chair, with your permission, can I proceed to Part B?
Yes, please proceed.
Cross-cutting audit findings. Appendices. Appendix 1, audit opinion. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to report to the committee that the cause of the query in 2022 was as a result of omissions in the financial statements. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that it requested the Office of the Auditor General for the restatement of 2021-2022 financial statements, and authority was granted. Management therefore restated the 2021-2022 financial statements, and the audit opinion was unmodified. Remedial measures. Management wishes to indicate that it will endeavor to prepare financial statements that are free from omissions in order to avoid qualified audit opinions. Chair, this is referred to Appendix 8. Appendix number 2, management response, cause of query.
You can go to the next query. You attended to this one. Failure to establish and maintain cemeteries. Even this
management response, Chair.
Wait, acting CS. You can go to Appendix 28 on page 17. Failure to settle statutory and other obligations. The failure to establish and maintain cemeteries, you attended to it also.
Okay. Thank you, Chair.
In your targets.
Thank you, sir. We go to Appendix 28, failure to settle statutory and other obligations. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of the query was as a result of inadequate funds in terms of on-source revenue. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that some payments have been made towards liquidating the outstanding statutory obligations as per table below. Remedial measure. Management wishes to state that it will continue to strictly adhere to the payment of the current obligations while liquidating the old obligations as and when funds are made available. Chair, this is referred to Appendix 11. Appendix 29, failure to settle staff obligations. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of the query was as a result of inadequate funds in terms of on-source revenue. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that some payments have been made towards liquidating the staff obligations as per table below. Remedial measures. Management wishes to state that it will continue to strictly adhere to the payment of the current obligations while liquidating the old obligations as and when funds are made available. And this is referred to Appendix 12, Chair. Appendix 31, Management of Local Government Equalization Fund. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of the query was as a result of utilization of the capital component. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that it transferred the 20% capital component of the Local Government Equalization Fund into the capital account as stipulated by law. Remedial measures. Management will continue to adhere to government policies and circulars as they are communicated from time to time. This is referred to Appendix 13. Appendix 33, failure to establish firefighting services. Management response, cause of the query. Management acknowledges the observation made by the Office of the Auditor General and wishes to state that the cause of the query was due to lack of firefighters at the station. Action taken. Management wishes to report to the committee that it was in receipt of the letter from the Local Government Service Commission where it suspended the recruitment of firefighters by councils until further notice. Management is therefore waiting for further guidance from the Local Government Service Commission on this matter. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will abide by the guidance that will be issued by the Local Government Service Commission and the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. This is referred to Appendix 14. In conclusion, Chair, I wish to assure the committee that the remedial measures submitted in my report as being implemented shall be reinforced. This report is submitted for your consideration, Chair. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Acting CS. And I wish to take points of clarifications from the honorable members. We can start with Honorable Dr. Mwense. Can you switch off your mic, CS?
Thank you, Chair. We go to page 12.
Page 12
of the submission. Page 12 is management of local government equalization fund. That is 20% for capital projects. And the concern is on the construction of an ablution block at Chienge Boma Market. This ablution block is at the center, at the market in Chienge. And the contract was awarded to Morumu Innovations Limited at the contract sum of 382,172 for 4 months. But the contractor did not complete the work, and by October 2024 he was not on site. If we go to page 13, the cause of the query is that the council misappropriated the funds by utilizing the funds meant for the project to buy a utility vehicle, as there was only one CDF vehicle at the station. And the action is that the council has now accessed some funds, lobbied funds from 2025 CDF of to the tune of 300,000 kwacha for the completion of the ablution block at the Boma Market. So based on this, based on the foregoing, it means that the project has stalled because it has to wait for the 2025 CDF funding, which you successfully lobbied. And you just submitted the engineer's report. The progress report shows that the soakaway and septic tanks are at 27%. Finishes, painting, plumbing. In short, the ablution block cannot be used. Points of clarifications that I want to seek. The misappropriation of the funds to procure a utility vehicle from South Africa. What is the cost of that vehicle? And why did you have to procure the vehicle and of 2024, when on page 4, the budget and income shows that you had brought forward funds from 2022 budget, and you are confirming that this vehicle was part of the capital projects that you were supposed to procure in 2022. But you had brought forward funds of 1,116,385. Maybe first of all, let's just deal with the decision to misappropriate the funds to make the ablution block project suffer. Let's hear from your side.
As you respond, it's a misapplication. Yeah, you misapplied the funds and took them to another project. You can respond.
Thank you, Chair. With your indulgence, allow me to call upon the Director of Finance to give more details on that issue.
Thank you so much, Chair. Yes, on this particular project, Chair, there were 3 structures. The first structure was the market itself, which was completed. The second structure was the water. The third structure the misapplication of 176,000, which was meant for the completion of the ablution block, which was also channeled to the procurement of the utility vehicle as an additional top-up. The background to this issue, Chair, is that under 2022, we made a budget to procure a utility vehicle. And the amount that was involved in this budget was 550,000. So when we came into 2023, because of inflation and other things, and also the problem that was there, the flood issue in South Africa, it was found that the price of the vehicle now went up to 778,000. So for us to keep waiting, Chair, to raise the on-source revenue and then pay for the vehicle, we thought the price would increase even further than the 778. So it was inevitable, Chair, that an amount totaling to 176,000 was actually borrowed from this account, since they were sitting in the same account, and channeled to the procurement of the utility vehicle. It is suffice, Chair, to indicate that at that time there was no any other transport apart from the CDF vehicle. So you find that monitoring, just using one vehicle, and the other operational issues, it was a challenge. So management thought of borrowing, so to speak, and ensure that the vehicle was procured and brought to Zambia. I submit, Chair.
Follow up, Honorable Dr. Mwense.
When did you sign a contract with the supplier of the vehicle?
Signing of the contract, Chair, maybe through CS. Maybe I would invite the Assistant Director Engineer. You were the one who was there at that time at the station.
Assistant Director Engineering. You can switch off your mic, Director of Finance. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. So the background to the procurement of the utility vehicle, the initial projects commenced in 2022. So the procurement procedure was done sometime in April 2022. So at that same time, sometime on 12th to 13th, there was a flood in South Africa. Then the factory for the production of the vehicle got flooded.
If I were you, I would answer the question. He was asking, when did you sign the contract? The more information you give, you're going to invite a lot of questions. When did you sign the contract?
Thank you, Chair. It was in April 2022.
Okay, so we need this kind of, we need this evidence. It is because it is part of the query to spend the unspent funds of 970 something thousand kwacha that you queried, and so you used 176 meant for the ablution block market. You construct the water reticulation system, you complete also the market shelter, but you don't give them a toilet. So now you say in April 2022, that is when the contract was finalized, at 550,000 kwacha, which we need to see the evidence also, because this figure maybe it's just coming out from your head. 550,000 kwacha, and then due to there was a force majeure because of the flood in South Africa, then the price increased. Then you got the monies from the capital project of ablution block, and yet on page 4 you had 1,100,000 and more than 1 million kwacha unspent funds, which were brought forward to 2023. Why would you not utilize that funding to clear off the vehicle until you waited? Because the contract for the ablution block was signed in 2024 for 4 months. That was in August to December, for 4 months. Then you make the project for the ablution block to suffer. Why didn't you utilize the funds that were available to complete the procurement of the utility vehicle?
Yes, Acting
Chair, with your indulgence, again I seek your permission to call upon the Director of Finance to
go ahead, Director of
give
Finance.
more details.
Thank you so much, Chair. The brought forward balance from 2022 until 2023 comprise of also some other projects that were completed actually in 2023, including I think the water reticulation was completed in 2023. The market itself was completed in 2023. So, Chair, this balance brought forward was already committed to some other projects as well, and also for operational cost. So this is the whole figure that was transferred now, or that was brought forward to 2023. So it was already committed to some other projects as well, including the conference facility, which we are yet to see. I submit, Chair.
Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you very much, Chair. It's quite interesting now. Here we have been told that the contract to procure the vehicle was signed in April 2022. But the local authority wrote to seek Treasury Authority to procure the vehicle on 22 September 2022. And the Treasury Authority was granted on 23rd September 2022. So CS and your team, why did you sign the contract before Treasury Authority was granted? Thank you, Chair.
Yes, Acting CS.
Chair, I think this time around, allow me to call upon the Chief Accountant.
Not the Director of Finance?
Chair, I'm sure at that time the Director of Finance was not there.
Chief Accountant, please come in.
Thank you so much, Chair. The contract, when it was signed in 2022, I wasn't available because I was transferred to Chengi in 2023 November.
Now answer the question. The question has been put to you to answer. Perpetual succession.
Yes, Chair. The query has been directed to me.
the challenge is I couldn't also understand at what
You
transpired.
can say that you don't know.
Yes,
something.
Chair. Submit.
No, you haven't answered. It's me who was suggesting. You answer.
Chair, in short, I don't know exactly what transpired for us to sign a contract before the Treasury Authority was granted. I submit, Chair.
Chair, if you can allow me to call upon the Assistant Director Engineering.
Assistant Director Engineering. Why did we sign the contract before Treasury Authority was obtained?
We got the clearance. There was an earlier clearance that was before signing the contract in April. But this one was after the termination of the initial contract, after the force majeure. After the force majeure, Toyota requested for extension of time for about 26 weeks. So after the expiration of the extension of time, we had engaged Attorney General for guidance. Then they indicated that upon the expiration of the extended period, the contract became null and void. So now we are guided. However, we can seek for direct bidding for the same supplier because it wasn't their fault. Then from that background, that's when we started again the process. That's where now the September is coming in, Chair. I submit.
Thank you so much. Honorable Kalobo.
Chair, we would like to see that guidance that came from the Attorney General.
Do you have that guidance, Acting CS, with you?
And where is the contract?
And the new contract?
Chair, I think we can do the submission at a later time.
You don't have it, but you can do the submission.
No.
Why did you wait to do the ablution block? This is 2025. Why didn't you allocate funds from your locally generated funds from 2024 to complete the ablution block?
Chair, the problem could be that even right now, as a council, we are unable to do most of the things because of inadequate local revenue sources.
Yes, Honorable Kalo.
Acting CS and your team, which one was a priority? The motor vehicle or an ablution block? Because I believe that the ablution block is the revenue. So which one amongst the two was a priority?
Chair, of course, looking at the two issues, the ablution block was a priority because that is a community project. And
anyhow, you actually get some fees and charges from the use of the toilets, isn't it?
You are correct,
You're
Chair.
complaining of
local revenue.
Yes, that is another way to generate revenue.
You are correct, Chair.
So you would rather pay salaries first than invest into a capital projects that will give you more funds.
The best thing to do, Chair, is to invest in something that will be bringing revenue for quite
Honorable Dr. Mwense.
for a sustainable time.
Now that you have secured 300,000 from the 2025 CDF, and this contractor is owed 176,000. Are you intending to engage the same contractor to complete the ablution block? One. Then the second one is there was a balance based on the original scope of work which the contractor was supposed to do. The contract sum was 382,000, and you had paid 54% of this amount. He asked for extension of time and so on. So there's this balance of 176,000 which has made the project to be stalled, and you've asked for 300,000 from the CDF. What has necessitated the increase in the contract amount, because the balance that you have is only 176,000. And looking at the progress, the progress of work that the contractor has done, only remaining carpentry and metalworks, which definitely would not necessitate any increase. Plumbing and electricals, finishes and painting, and also sockaway. Sockaway is at 25%. What has necessitated the increase in the contract price?
You may respond.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
On this one, allow me to call upon the Director Engineering Services to give us more details.
Director Engineering Services.
Thank you, Chair. For a start, to answer the first question, yes, we plan to engage the same contractor to complete the project. Then the second question, for a start, we had to consider inflation because the original BOQ was done in 2023, and we are planning to complete it in 2025. So there's that variation in terms of the pricing for a start. Then secondly, we have an increase in the scope of work. In the new BOQ, we've included such issues such as solar powering for the market due to the ongoing issues with ZESCO. Then also, the third thing that we had to consider was the cost of construction. Considering at the time when the BOQ was being done, we didn't necessarily have issues of ZESCO and power, but as it is now as a district, you'd find issues to do with metal fabrication and whatnot a bit of a challenge, considering we only get power usually after 24. So you'd find most contractors have to do the fabrication and everything from elsewhere, then they have to transport to the district. I submit.
Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you very much, Chair. What assurance are they going to give this committee that these funds have lobbied from CDF in the background as we speak? They are not planning to write to local government again to divert the funds to other projects. Then number two, they have indicated that they lobbied for 300 instead of 170 plus because of the expanded BOQ, which includes the solar powering of the market. I have a bit of a problem, Chair. How much is the solar system going to cost? Because when I look at the differences here, just an inverter alone or just batteries alone, and plus the people installing now, it will call for another contractor, the second contractor who's a solar expert for that BOQ. So the things that you have itemized, can you give us the figures so that we see how it is feeding to the surplus on this money, which is almost 130,000 kwacha, 120, somewhere 120,000 kwacha. So demonstrate those things that you have included, how they are going to tally with 120,000 kwacha. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, before the director comes in, maybe I would want to talk about the issue of assurance to this committee. Chair, I can assure you that this time around, as management, we will be able to finish that ablution block, because to some of us it is a source of concern, and we cannot let that building, a nice building like that one, to just go unfinished, because the problem that has been there for the market not to be operationalized is the ablution block. So, Chair, I can assure you, your honorable committee, that we will be able to finish this project this year as soon as the CDF community projects are approved. I thank you, Chair.
Director Engineering, I warned you about, it was the assistant I warned about of explanation. You've seen now. This was my fear. Yes, Director Engineering.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me to guide the committee if we go to Appendix 6,
Appendix 6.
where we have attached a BOQ for the same completion.
On which page?
Chair, we had put some tags showing the appendices.
Yeah, I noted that some appendices here are numbered. That's why I'm asking on which page. Appendix.
Okay, so page 4, just the electrical installation?
Yes.
You can go to page 8. Of the bill, okay.
Yes, page 8. We are under your guidance, Director Engineering. You can speak to the document.
Yes, so under page 8, Chair, that's where we have the electrical installation.
The question was to do with the solar. Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you, Chair. Like you have put it, Mike, he submitted that we have included the solar powering of the market, same market. So that was the question now. That's why you lobbied for 300,000 instead of 176,000. So the increase, one, you considered inflation, and the other issues that you itemized, including solar. So my question was, can you demonstrate using your BOQ? Because even in your BOQ on electric was here, they have not mentioned the solar, but in your submission you have mentioned the solar. So we want to see the breakdown for solar installation in your BOQ. Chair, thank you, Chair.
Additional Honorable Dr. Mwense?
Yes, so you are misleading your committee. You are taking us to a BOQ, and this BOQ, as Honorable Pavuma said, the electrical works that are described here are just in preparation for the national grid, ZESCO connection, and the amount is only 14,800. And this type of work is already described in the original contract that the contractor was supposed to do. From your report that you submitted, plumbing and electricals, of course we take it that the electricals are just involving these types of works that you have described here. So what informed you on the budget to lobby for 300,000 kwacha? And another question also is this contractor, it seems the project did not store, to him, the project did not store just because the client did not have funds. It was just by coincidence that the client misappropriated the funds, because from your new submission you said that the project was you submitted which was like an addendum, right? So you're saying that the contractor asked for extension of work, extension without cost, and he stated the reasons, and you granted the extension. The reasons were that poor road network, long distance to nearest market, insufficient skill. In short, to date in February 2025, the contract expired a long time ago. Has there been any formal communication to to the status of this contract, or just everybody, both parties are just keeping quiet? It's more than a year now. So has the contractor been stay of execution? Or you are waiting just when you receive the money from the CDF, that is when you engage the contractor to say, well, you can continue with this variation. And even this variation, has it been in short, what is the stay of execution about between the contractor, between the two parties, procurement? Any contract, you cannot just keep quiet for so many years, for such a long time. What is the latest position in terms of contract articles or provisions to this situation? And how are the people at Chienge Boma Market surviving in terms of sanitary provisions?
Yes, Acting CS.
Thank you, Chair. Again, I seek your indulgence that I call upon the Director of Finance to give more details regarding that concern.
Director of Finance.
Thank you so much, Chair. What we have done as management, or what we are doing, initially we went through all the projects that are running, and we went with the contracts to see those projects whose contract period has expired. So we took stock of those just this year, and we are in the process of now submitting the contracts, the same contracts, to our legal advocate, since the Commission has just sent us the legal advocate now, so that we can take them to court for all those contracts that have stored. And contractors have been paid up to the point of completion or stage of completion, and they have not moved to the next stage. We'll definitely sue them for specific performance. This is where we are going to submit.
Okay, so let's finish the questions. I have four. I had picked four. He's just answered one, talking to the legal status. The other question from Honorable Dr. Mwense is, what are the people using for sanitation facilities currently? Yes, what informed you of the increased amount of 300,000 kwacha? That has not been answered. And the question by Honorable Kalobo of the inclusion of the solar component, is it also part of the 300,000? Can we attend to those three unanswered questions?
Chair, the first concern concerns where our people are going when they want to be relieved. I want to mention to the committee that at the moment the facility is not in use, the market, because of the non-availability of the ablution block.
What are the people using?
There are no people trading around that place.
Okay, we can go to the next question.
For sure. Then on the issue of solar, Chair, I would just plead before the committee to forgive us for that misstatement concerning the solar system, because it's not there in the BOQ. I thank you, Chair.
Do you want to clarify what is informing the local authority to come up with the increased 300,000 kwacha from the initial 176,000 kwacha? Director of Finance, would you want to take up that question? Because you earlier submitted that you actually opted to buy the vehicle because you were thinking the cost would go up. We are having the similar situation that we were trying to avoid for the ablution block. The cost has now gone up. What is the justification?
Thank you, Chair. The cost indeed, Chair, has gone up according to the BOQ. The justification is that from 2023 to date, there's a passage of time. And the price of cement in 2023 is quite different from the price this year. So you find that most of the items that we want to use on the ablution block, the prices have increased here. Hence, the BOQ has also been adjusted accordingly so that we are able to meet our desired targets.
So do you agree with the committee that your earlier justification to go and top up on the vehicle does not hold water because it's actually amounting to the same thing?
Chair, I agree with you and the committee at large, but we are looking at leaving the vehicle there. I think the price would have been more than what we have incurred in terms of coming up with an ablution block. I submit, Chair.
You simply don't agree with the committee. Any other questions? Honorable members? Honorable Kalobo, then Honorable Dr. Mwense.
Thank you, Chair. I take the committee to page 18.
Please go ahead, go ahead. Honorable Kalo.
Thank you, Chair. Appendix 29. Failure to settle staff obligations amounting to 964,000. We have the evidence on appendix is it 12?
Appendix 12 is from the other document marked document 2.
Okay. We can see some payment vouchers here on your exhibit. We can also see some internal memos regarding leave. All these are council documents, Chair. We don't have bank statements to support the same, and also all the payment vouchers that you have exhibited here are not properly acquitted. They were not received. So any extra evidence to show that indeed these funds were paid.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Chair. I think on this one, I'll call upon the Director of Finance to lead us in terms of showing us the details required.
Director of Finance, you can switch off your mic, Honorable Kalo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chair. In terms of bank statement, I think we are talking about the payments that were done after 2023 in order to liquidate staff obligations. So these payments here were done in 2023. And if you look at the utilization of the balance that was there is at 31st December 2023, this is where these payments are coming from. And when you go to Appendix 9, that's where you find the bank statements and the way the funds were flowing out of the account. to pay these obligations. I submit, Chair.
Honorable Kalaba. Yes, Chair, your witness did not lead us to that Appendix 9. You led us to Appendix...
Appendix 12, Chair, is talking about staff obligation, liquidation of staff obligation. But the bank statements are there on Appendix 9 as well as Appendix 2, which is speaking to utilization of the balance which was there is at 31st December 2023. Because that's where all these payments here are coming from.
The query on Appendix 29 is referring us to which evidence, according to your document?
It's referring us to the payment under the staff obligations.
Which evidence?
The payment vouchers, the memos.
I'm asking, are you on page 18?
I'm now on page 18, Chair.
Appendix 29?
Appendix 29 says failure to settle statutory obligations.
Appendix 29 is failure to settle statutory obligations.
Or failure to settle staff obligations, sorry, Chair.
And on the remedial measures?
The remedial measures.
You have led us to Appendix what as where your evidence is cited?
Appendix 12.
So am I wrong or right?
You're right, Chair, because what you have provided there are just memos.
But why did you tell us that you have just put memos and
the payment vouchers?
Was these appendices you are putting here, you are directing us to where your evidence is.
Yes.
You wanted us to start dreaming.
Oh, we are sorry, Chair. I'm sorry about that.
You will just be sorry continuously. Okay, can you demonstrate now how these bank statements you have? Because I can't even see bank statements here.
The bank statements, Chair, they are on Appendix 9.
I'm on Appendix 9.
At the end, let me go to Appendix 9 also.
Yeah,
on document 2, Chair. Appendix 9 on document 2. I think the first document there is the PV, Chair, of 55,000. This was cancelled as allowance, followed by that list. Then the PV, then at the end.
What are you calling this document?
They are sorted documents, Chair.
No, I'm saying, this what you have exhibited here. What is this document called?
Shortly after the appendix. Is it this one, Chair?
No. The first document on Appendix 9.
You have said your words. I'm taking your words.
The first document, Chair, is the utilization schedule.
So now, which one is the bank statement?
The bank statement, Chair, is at the end, Chair. Just flip.
At the end of Appendix 9?
Yes, Chair. You find the bank statements there.
What is the question, Honorable Kalogo?
I want him to demonstrate how this bank statement is speaking to these payment vouchers. The bank statement and the payment vouchers, the one which is here, I'm 100% sure it will not speak to. Yeah, put on.
Yes, Chair, I think that bank statement after in Appendix 9, it is showing the brought forward balance from 2022. I don't know if you have seen the appendix, Chair. The 922,245.64. 922,245.64. I don't know if showing the balance brought forward as indicated by Auditor General's office. That was district fund account. Then we started utilizing. What you are able to see, those 3,000, those are councillors' allowances, which were paid for in January 2024. Because we received the local government equalization funds somewhere on the 31st December 2023. So the payment or disbursement was done in 2024, 2nd January and 3rd January. So that bank statement, Chair, runs from 2nd January, where the 922 was being dismantled now. I submit, Chair. 2nd January 2024. Okay. Maybe, Chair,
Chienge Town Council.
Okay. It is the NACO, Chair, yes. You find that the brought forward is 922, 245.64, as captured by Auditor General's Office, which was the closing balance in this account in 2023. Then we started now dismantling utilization. The first payment that you have seen there for 3,000, these are councillors' allowances. And we have a payment voucher in between there, the same Appendix 9, showing 55,000 because we have 15 councillors. Am I right? There were 3,000 at that time. So there's a shed there, there's a voucher, and now this is the bank statement confirming now the outflow of funds from the account. I submit, Chair.
Thank you so much. Would have loved to spend more time with you, but due to the limitation of time, I would like to let you go so that you can go and service the people of Chienge Town Council. So the council continues to face governance, financial and operational setbacks as highlighted in the Auditor General's report for the financial year ending 31st December 2023. The key concerns include revenue collection deficit. The council experienced shortfalls in revenue collection due to low uptake of plots, failure to collect farm and dog license fees, and the performance of commercial ventures. Number 2, unspent funds. A total of 943,840 in unspent funds, including unpaid December 2023 salaries, delaying service delivery. Number 3, failure to settle statutory and staff obligations. The council is struggling with 20 million in statutory obligations and staff obligations that continue to accumulate, putting the financial pressure on its operations. Number 4, infrastructure delays. The ablution block at Chienge Boma Market remains incomplete despite contract payments made, and the conference facility at Chienge Water View Lodge has also stalled, raising concerns about project oversight. Number 5, lack of essential services. The council has yet to establish firefighting services, operationalize the cemetery, and address maintenance issues at key facilities such as Chienge Water View Lodge. The committee would like to recommend as follows. Number 1, that you address revenue mobilization and financial prudence. We recommend that you improve revenue collection mechanism and prioritize the settlement of outstanding obligation. Number 2, project completion and oversight. Ensure that delayed projects such as the ablution block and conference facility are completed within the shortest time. We belabored on this issue because it hinges on service delivery. The amount that was remaining to complete, you could have, gotten the money, even just from salaries, to complete these projects that we intend give you revenue, at the same time enhancing the enjoyment of service. Deal with this matter. You must expedite the completion of the ablution block as a priority, acting CS. Number 3, essential services. establishment of firefighting services and cemeteries to improve local service delivery. Number, financial governance, financial controls to its residents. We wish to withdraw the immunity that was conferred on you at the beginning of this interaction. We thank you for your deliberations, and may you go back to improve the services of the district as recommended by the committee. Anything that you say now that your immunity has been removed is at your own discretion. Kindly pass our regards to Senior Chief Puta Tefwe Tefwe. The Committee on Local Government Accounts was greeting you. Don't forget.
Thank you, Chair, and much obliged.
As always, would like to urge you to stay tuned right here. Remember, we have live parliamentary proceedings at 14:30 and at 15:30. We have Chamber Town Council making an appearance before the Public Accounts Committee. On behalf of our two sign language interpreters, that's Chola Kauma and Jason Manda, I'm Claudette Sindazo Jonga, and would like to thank you for your time on behalf of the entire production crew. Good afternoon.
Parliament TV, bringing Parliament closer to you.
The Vice President's question time.
Questions for oral answer understanding order number 76.
For a matter to be admitted, it has to be of recent occurrence.
Continue watching Parliament TV, a channel dedicated to bring Parliament closer to you.
child out there should be very, very proud of this president. This is what we talk about when we say we want a vision.
Ms. Sibeso Sefulo is a Mwandi Member of Parliament in Western Province under the United Party for National Development UPND, a seat once held by her late father, Mr. Sefulo Kakoma. Ms. Sefulo is the Vice Chair of the Committee on National Economy, Trade and Labour Matters. She also sits on the Committee on Privileges and Absences. She's very jovial and outspoken and eager to change the lives of the people of Mwandi constituency.
I'm Sibeso Sefulo Kakoma, born bred in Mwandi in the early mid-80s. I did my primary school at Wambu Primary School in Mwandi, and then went to Sasheke Secondary, and then I did my senior high at Jasa Girls. I went to college and studied accountancy and also project management. So I'm that child who, when there was debates, even if I'm given to oppose a motion that I am supposed to support, I'll find reasons to oppose it. I was very I would not say that I was that child that was a saint. Of course, I had my mistakes and things like that, but I was a straightforward child and did very, very well in school at the time. Even now, so I was a very straightforward kid and did very well in school. So I was not a saint, like I've said. I was very argumentative, but I was also very outspoken, and I always spoke my mind out. I'm a mother of 4 boys, very strong woman. So I'm a mother of 4 boys, yeah, and now representing the people of Mwandi.
She was brought up in a polygamous family, describing it as a great experience because it united the family.
I come from a polygamous marriage. So my father had 2 wives, my mother and the second mother. And then I came from a family where we are 11 children. Actually, I can also make mention that you wouldn't tell who has come from which mother. We're that very, very close. So I came from a family where I had 2 sisters and 8 brothers, plus me, that made the 11 of us. Unfortunately, all the 2 parents, the mothers, are gone, and so is the father.
It is interesting to learn that Ms. Sefulo's father, Mr. Sefulo Kakoma, once served as Member of Parliament for Mwandi constituency in 1968 under UNIP and 1991 to 1995 under MMD, that's the Movement for Multi-Party Democracy.
So my father was also a parliamentarian who was a Member of Parliament for Mwandi, actually as early as 1968. But then broke off and then became a parliamentarian again in 1995. 1991, when MMD came into power. So he died as sitting Member of Parliament in 1995 for the same constituency that I represent now.
She was inspired by her father to join politics.
At the time that I was growing up, my father was a parliamentarian. So I come from a political family. And just apart from just coming from a political family, like I've said, I was born and grew up in Mwandi. And every time that I went back home, I would find the same challenges that I left when I was growing up still there. And then I said, maybe I could be the positive contribution that I wanted to see in society, and decided I was going to run for Mwandi, really to come to the service of my people, the people of Mwandi, to see how best we can help them to make sure that we can improve the face of Mwandi and also be part of the solutions to the challenges that they were facing. So really that's what drove me into joining politics.
Ms. Sefulo now talks about her adoption leading to the 2021 general elections, describing the process as not easy.
Adoption process is the same for a woman and a man. So the adoption process, I should make mention, it was a very, very tough process. But then it wasn't just difficult for women, it was also difficult for men, I should say. But particularly, if you realize women tend to shun the political ground for obvious reasons of what goes on there. We were in the UPND alone. We're the 7 of us that were vying for Member of Parliament.
Were you the only woman?
No, I wasn't the only woman. We had 3 women that were also vying for Mwandi constituency as women in the UPND. So it was 3 women and 4 men, including the incumbent, the one that was there prior and was also from the UPND. So I should say it was not an easy task, but when you want something, you need to be able to grab the bull by the horns, and we did exactly that.
And you won. How was the feeling?
I mean, it was very, very fulfilling, should I say. I was extremely happy, but at the same time, I was filled with this huge responsibility because I was coming from a small family. Now I was adopting a family of Mwense constituency, because now I'm no longer just a mother to my kids, the ones that I have. I'm now a mother to the whole constituency, which meant that now I had this huge responsibility on my shoulders. So it was, yes, there was that sense of fulfillment, but there was also a sense of the huge responsibility that was going to come on my shoulders. And also coming from a rural constituency, that I understood that there were a lot of challenges that needed to be sorted out. And then in a long space, we didn't have a woman represent Mwense. So when they saw a woman coming on board, it was for them it's for them to, what their expectations are is that everything is going to be solved in 1, 2, 3 months. So it was a sense of huge responsibility.
The Republican President, Ms. Hakainde Hichilema, who on Friday, 28 February 2025, addressed the nation on Parliament Radio and Television on the progress made in the application of national values and principles. You can also watch the address on the National Assembly of Zambia Facebook and YouTube pages, or on DSTV channel 272, GoTV channel 28, and TopStar channel 5. Make a date this Friday at 10 hours.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning into Parliament Television. Earlier on, we had announced that we were going to have Chembe Town Council, but we are really reliably informed that Mwense Town Council is coming up. So do stay tuned right here on Parliament Television.
You want us to still do introduction? You can, Mwense, you can do introductions. And the permanent witness was not there yesterday from the Ministry of Finance.
Thank you, Chair, and we are grateful for this opportunity once again to be given as Mwense. My name, Chair, is Hadunka Gerard, Council Secretary for Mwense Town Council. And with me are the members of my management. Chair, they can as well do the quick introduction of themselves. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. Good afternoon, permanent witnesses. I'm Emmanuel Mwava, Assistant Internal Auditor.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable MPs and permanent witnesses. Mwense Royd, my name. I'm the Director of Finance, Mwense Town Council.
Good afternoon, Chair, honorable members and the permanent witnesses. My name is Esther Kaira. I'm the Director of Planning.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jennifer Mapundu, Public Relations Officer.
Thank you so much. Yes, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shota Venon. I'm representing the Office of the Controller of Internal Audits. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we have permanent witnesses from your employer, the Local Government Service Commission, the ministry, the mother ministry, Ministry of Local Government, the Ministry of Finance, and the owners of the report, the Office of the Auditor General. I know that you presented yesterday. I don't know, honorable members, are you ready to go to points of clarifications, or you want them to go through again? Honorable Dr. Mwanza. The committee is suggesting that that you read the report once again. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I want first of all to assure the members that we are grateful for the guidance that was given, and that our memorandum has been arranged to ensure that it will be easier for the honorable members to follow. And with that said, Chair, I wish to go straight to the audit findings, and Mwense Town Council is cited on paragraph 59, and appendices 1, 2, 20, 23, 28, and 29. Part 1 of the findings is to do with the specific audit findings, and Chair, on page 1, I think that's where the findings are, and the first one is to do with the budget and income analysis, where the variances, Chair, have been indicated, and Chair, the response, therefore, it goes to explain what these variances are and what has been done about them. So, Chair, management response is management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wishes to state that the cause of query and action taken as shown in the table below. And in the table, Chair, to start with, we have local taxes, where we have an adverse variance of 409,376. And the cause, Chair, that this was due to an unresolved township boundary dispute with the traditional authority and non-remittance of personal levy for civil servants under the central government payroll. So far, the land dispute was resolved with the traditional leadership, and engagement meetings with the community that was actually in dispute was conducted. Demand notices issued, and the council has since collected 49,053 kwacha, 15 ngwe of the said amount. This has further been supported by the use of bulk messaging services in the distribution of reminders and constant engagement with PEMIKI. And Chair, to this effect, we've submitted in our appendix